Hi, I'm Dion Tracy Duckett, estate planning and elder law attorney with Duckett Law LLC, and in this video, I'm talking about incapacity planning. So, we want to talk about the importance of incapacity planning. By planning for incapacity, you're able to plan for management of your care and property if you are unable. Doing your incapacity planning allows you to name the people you want to serve in those roles instead of leaving it up to the court in the case of an emergency where the court can name someone who you wouldn't have named to serve in that position or even a total stranger. Finally, planning for incapacity allows you to avoid costly court proceedings that can be ongoing. Some of those proceedings include the cost of some of those costs include the cost of the proceeding itself, which include court fees, publication fees in the newspaper, attorney's fees, and a bond possibly. And then ongoing reporting and expenses. If there's a conservatorship, there's a bond required to be posted every year. So, the tools for incapacity planning include tools for healthcare, the Advanced Directive for Healthcare. In that document, you're able to designate agents to make decisions about your health care, where you live, work with your doctors, that kind of thing, in the event that you're not able to communicate those decisions yourself. In the advanced directive, you can also provide instructions for end of life care. If you have a terminal condition where two doctors have certified that that even though they're treating you, it's keeping you alive, but they can't help you get better. And if they were to stop treating you, then you would probably die in a short period of time. So this is where you get to say, I want them to keep treating me. I want them to allow me to die naturally, but keep me out of pain or something in between. I want feeding tubes or hydration by tube or ventilator. So this is where you can provide instructions and take that burden off of your loved ones. Then there's the HIPAA medical release. This is, you know, how when you go to the doctor, they give you their privacy statement. And that statement says that they cannot give out your private medical information without your written permission. So the HIPAA release is written permission. It does not give any authority to make decisions. It just tells the doctors that the people you've named are allowed to have access to your records. They're allowed to discuss. It does not give decision-making authority. So usually the agents listed in your healthcare are going to be listed there. You may also list your trustees, and you may also list your attorney in a limited capacity, only for capacity determination purposes. So that may be, you may have dementia or something and it's not readily apparent, and someone brings you to the lawyer's office and says they want to change your plan and leave everything to that person. And so if the lawyer thinks something fishy is going on, then your lawyer has the ability to reach out to your doctor and find out if you have the capacity to make the change. And then for property, incapacity planning includes the trust, because in the trust, as we've discussed in other videos, the trust provides for management of property. It designates agents to manage the property if you're incapacitated, and it provides instructions to those agents for how you want the property managed. Then there's the financial power of attorney. That's for management of property that's not in the trust. So that can include things like bills, mail, or other property. You may have left property out of the trust, either intentionally or unintentionally. And so the financial power of attorney will give your agent the ability to manage that property. You designate the agents. And unlike the trust, there are no instructions. So that's where the trust can be beneficial because it provides instructions on how the the trustee is to manage, whereas the power of attorney has no instructions. It simply gives the authority to manage. They step into your shoes and are able to do anything that you could do with that property. And that's it for the tools for incapacity planning.